To those of you I've met of late asking about how does private welfare work, here's your answer. I'm Mark Stewart, candidate for governor and candidate for replacing a lot of state welfare with private welfare. It's better. It gets money to people who need it. It keeps money away from abusers. It lets the people who do receive money know who it's coming from and have more of a bond. It has more of a meaning to people who are the givers. This is what church charity does so well. Not that many progressives are churchgoers, so they may not realize. Progressives also never think that there'll be enough money. And let me give you the church example there too. They always raise it. Without strictly demanding how much each person should pay, without even scrutinizing every single check or dollar that comes in, somehow churches and synagogues and mosques, they sustain themselves. Some people give more, some people give less. Is it possible that a participant gives none at all? Possible. It works out so that people give what they A, can, and B, want to. Why not do that for the state? Literally, the state can turn services that we generally want. That's why our General Assembly is funding them in the first place, okay? We want homeless shelters. Why does it have to be through the state government? When the very people who want homeless shelters and are paying via our taxes can do it directly, and in the process control where they're being placed, who's running them, who the clients are, how long they will stay, whether they can be on alcohol at all or there's a strict policy against it. All the control that a micro organization can have goes out the window when it's a macro state. The state is too blunt to do charity well. It should be out of the charity business. It didn't used to be. Okay, 150 years ago, private charities are what aided people in need. States and the federal government eventually started usurping that duty. But there's no need to. And in the name of, well, we should all pay across the board, it means that some people who have a hard time paying, the people for whom a big tax bite does impoverish them, this is a group that is hurt by mandatory state. Now, might you actually raise even more money by privatizing? I think so. If you're a family, let's say $100,000 income, tax rate of Connecticut probably close to 5%. So let's say it's an even $5,000 that you don't have to pay anymore, no income tax. I suspect that most people would pay half of that to charities that they feel comfortable with. Some of them would pay all of that, okay? Net zero. And a few, maybe actually a lot, would pay more than $5,000, knowing that their dollars aren't wasted. I'm in that category. I am happy to give charity that works, and the state almost never works. When I have control, I have the ability to up and down, and that makes it more empowering for givers, which is a lot of the reason that they give in the first place. They want to see their money with power to make it work.